there's so many titles you can get the same on each of them. Yet the Wii, you have so many exclusives. You can't get Super Mario Bros. On Xbox and PS3. You can't get Donkey Kong on Xbox and PS3. You can't get GoldenEye 007 on Xbox and PS3.
Wait, hold it there, Giovanni. Yeah, they just released in November a GoldenEye Reloaded for Xbox and PS3.
GoldenEye 007,
the
new one. That's not.
It was a re-release. They just released the remake on Xbox and PS3, so I guess it was good.
That released on Xbox and PS3.
Yeah, whatever you say.
But there is one thing.
They have. I think they may have some GoldenEye games, but GoldenEye 007, the one I'm talking about, the one that's on Nintendo 64 and now is on the Wii. It's only on Wii.
All right. There is. Speaking of virtual console games and stuff, what's cool is they have tons of them that are. See, I don't know what I'm saying, but
get hold of yourself, man. Actually,
there is one thing about the virtual console that I don't like. They won't release some games, even though it seems like they. I think they probably could if they wanted to, but they just.
Here's something that I like about virtual console. You can get the good Castlevania games. And notice how I say the good Castlevania games. I'm not talking about the new ones that come out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the old classic Castlevania on the NES. That's what I love about virtual console. You get the original Castlevania games on it, and that is awesome.
Yeah,
Shadow Freak sucks.
Personally, my experience really, I mean, with a few exceptions, there really haven't been many good Castlevania games after Symphony of the Night. There are a few exceptions, I admit. Like Dawn of Sorrow, that is an exception. But for the most part, I really don't see any good Castlevania games after Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like, for instance, they would release all 3 country games, but they will not release Donkey Kong 64 for some reason. Yeah, that pisses me off.
Yeah. But not unless you have it for real, like me. Yee.
I have it too, but it'd just be cool to see it on virtual console, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a big game. It's a big game, you know.
Yeah, fun game.
What if the cartridge wears out or something? Then you can't play it at all.
Maybe
you can buy it on eBay for like cheap.
Maybe it's because no, you know what it is. Maybe it's because it required like an addition to it. Maybe they just couldn't fit it in for some reason. Who knows?
You know, another huge innovation about the Wii that we haven't even touched on is its backwards compatibility with the GameCube, right?
Yes.
I mean, and this is what thing that pisses me off about PS3. About the PS3. I mean, I understand the original model of the PS3 had backwards compatibility with PS2, but now they stopped doing. But now they stopped doing that. They should not have stopped doing that. I mean, I'm sure they need to make a new console because that old one was wearing out. But I missed the backwards. I would probably have a PS3 if they still had it backwards compatible with PS2 games.
Yeah, the deal is that the Xbox 360 can only play a couple, like a bunch of original Xboxes, and the new model PS3 can't play any at all. No PS2, no PS1s. The fat one could, and now they're going to be releasing the PS2 games on the store.
Yeah, you see, that means we have to pay for all. We have to, because PS2 is now. In fact, there's still PS2 games being released. But the funny thing is, now Sony expects PS3 users to once again buy the same PS2 games they already got over the past 10 years. What the hell?
Sony messed up big time with that.
Yep, Sony. What was Sony high?
A lot of stuff, obviously.
It's not like hardly any of the PS2s work anymore. Me and my brother got 2 dead ones.
Yeah, we do.
And in the store, I found the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, 3 Vice City San Andreas. I had never played Vice City. I wanted to play Vice City. I still wanted to buy it.
The best one.
I couldn't. Because you know why? Both the PS2s are dead.
I always have care of my stuff.
This is another cool thing about the Wii. The Wii, it's not only backwards compatible with the games, it's backwards compatible with the controllers and accessories. Like, for instance, today, I just got the new Donkey Kong bongos at GameStop, and I got them for $1, which is a cool deal. And I can play it on my Wii. Isn't that awesome? I love that. I love how you can have it's not only backwards compatible with the games, but the controllers as well. It's awesome.
Imagine if they made a Nintendo console where you could be backwards compatible with all the previous Nintendo consoles.
That would be the greatest thing ever. I would totally buy that.
I know, I would too.
The only thing I could possibly think of is the fact you can't use the Wii with the Game Boy player. But other than that, everything else is cool.
I would have to say my negatives about the Wii is that it's just doesn't have good third-party support at all. Like there's just tons and tons of just awful games.
But you also got, that's how I look at it. True, it could maybe use some third-party support. I mean, really one of its biggest third-party supporters is Sega, who are right now making games on Sony and Microsoft. But I mean, really, Nintendo. Come on, Nintendo is like the Chuck Norris of video game companies, in my opinion. They don't need anybody. Nintendo, they have made some of the greatest gaming series of all time. They were a third-party game company. Remember back with Atari, and now look, sometimes, I mean, it's going to sound kind of stupid, but maybe sometimes they don't need it. They don't need a third-party company. I mean, sometimes they don't.
They need Rare. That's what they need.
Rare, yes, they need Rare. But I mean, I think I mean, I think Nintendo. Look at it this way: Nintendo has a better chance of lasting without third-party support than Sony and Microsoft. Because Sony and Microsoft, they can't. If they make their own if they program their own games without any third-party support, they'd be dead in a month. Because they have okay games, but they couldn't do it alone. Nintendo, they have a better shot of doing it alone.
Also, another thing I love about the Wii is that it's built well. Like yes, like you have the red ring of deaths on Xboxes. You have yellow lights on PS3s. I had a yellow light on my PS3, and all I had was my Wii, right? So all I had played GoldenEye until then. And let me tell you something. It just goes to show you that Nintendo builds their products well.
Yep, I have had my Wii. I am happy to report I have had my Wii for 6 years now, and I have had, almost since it first came out, and I have not had not one problem with my Wii, and I'm happy to say that.
If Nintendo does good the way they are now, just think of how great they would be with Rareware didn't leave them, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if Conker's other bad day, if Banjo 3E. Be twisted. Yeah.
But you know what? People don't listen to what these Xbox fanboys and PS3 fanboys say. I mean, I don't want to belittle Microsoft, I don't want to belittle Sony. They're great companies, but their fanboys are idiots. And I have an Xbox 360, and I can say without doubt, and I will agree that there are a lot of Xbox fanboys out there, and they can get really annoying, especially when they bash Nintendo. Don't listen to that. Nintendo is, in my opinion, from nostalgia and historical all time, the greatest video game company out there, in my opinion.
Yes.
I'll go that far.
Yes, and Giovanni, let me tell you this. As the final flip of the bird, let me tell you this. The PlayStation Move controller. Doesn't that strike some resemblance?
That PlayStation Move controller, I mean, yeah, it looks familiar. I thought, I don't know, who are they copying? Were they copying Sega or something? I don't know.
It was a ripoff.
It looks like a dildo with a ball on it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it looks like a Wii controller with ball on it. Why does it need a ball? The Wii controller doesn't need a ball.
That's probably its vibrator function.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Actually, I think Kinect on Xbox 360 actually does look pretty neat, though.
I mean, yeah, I've had a Kinect before. I don't have it right now, and
yeah, but I don't really know. This is like what Rare is subject to now. Like Microsoft just dumped a bunch of money on them, and they only produced 6 games since they were bought, and now they're just Kinect games. That's how far they've gone.
And what did Microsoft make him do?